To generate Spring Boot applications, there is one open source project available, Bootify. Rapid Spring Boot application development. This looks like your Spring initializer only, but not authorized by Spring. Okay, so this is something group of people implemented this project to make or to create application rapidly. Within minutes, you can create one Spring Boot application. Let's say you want to create one student management system. You don't know anything, or you know everything, but you want to create it in few minutes, and you want to make it available. Okay, you can just create project here. Click on create project. Enter project group com.rpu.student management system. RPU student management system. Okay. RPU student management system. I want to create Maven project using Java. So as I was mentioning, right, use Lombok. So you can enable Lombok so that it will add Lombok also. Do you want a front end? You can generate front end also. It will generate automatically everything for you. I want to use Oracle database. I want to use Hibernate update, which means it will create table. Hibernate update or validate. See here, while I was telling, I told you to use update or validate. Same thing they are recommending. So in addition to that, do you want to apply created data, updated data in addition to your fields, student name, email address. After that, I want date created, date updated fields. IML style or property style, pick anything. Both will work. So technical or domain driven, I just choose technical. So when you use technical, it will create packages the same fashion which we create like repository, service, controller like that. And Swagger, we talk about it later. And you want to use Docker if you want to deploy in Docker environment. Finally, you can add your required dependencies here. I want web dependency, starter web. I want to use data JPA. So already we choose Hibernate, right? I want to use actuator, something dev tools. I think dev tools by default it is added. JPA also, I believe it is added. Just set up entities, which means it is asking you to create table, which table you want, or table equivalent entity you need to create here. Something RBU student. One table it will generate in the background. I want rest endpoints and front end controller also for this one. How many fields you want? ID, name which is mandatory, email, mandatory, address, mandatory field. So if you want a big text area, you can add text. So it will create a text area. Address, something phone number. Is it text or a string you can put? Or numeric type, do you want it as a long? Don't complicate, use simple string. Required. Save. So it will generate one table and one entity also. While we were dealing with Hibernate, we created one Hibernate bean, right? So it generates that bean as well. That's it. Now click on download. Something like your Spring Starter project. It will generate one project for you. Extract that. Just extract it. So this is private tool. Okay, this is private tool. They give you they don't give you support, but if you want to generate and customize your applications, you can use it. And they have licensing also if you want to buy. Import Maven project. Additional features if you want, like security and all, they will provide something monthly $10, something prices they are charging. So just import this project. RBUSMS project got imported. Just Maven dependencies it is getting. Okay. So a project generated with so many classes. First model. Okay, domain. See domain class which is generated RBU student.java with at the rate entity, with the getter and setter, with ID, and one sequence generator it want to use. Primary key sequence start with 1 until 10,000 records. ID, name, email, address, phone number. Two more extra columns, previous requested, date created, date updated. Added here. And so many other classes. After this domain, usually we will see repositories. One RBU student repository class generated. I'll explain you later, okay? For database operations. And one REST controller also created with all possible REST post to get methods, put methods, delete everything. Okay. Some front-end code also you can see. Some properties also added here. In application properties, you can see database URL, username, password. Apart from that, some other properties also added. So here I need to give my Oracle database URL. You know, JDBC colon, Oracle colon, thin at the rate localhost 1521xc. Database username, password, system, admin, bus. Just add your DB properties. Nothing to do anything else here. Just add your DB properties. If it is a MySQL one, add MySQL DB properties or Oracle properties. And one more thing is port number. By default 8080 port is reserved. Change your port. Server dot port is equal to 9090. And I'm just running this application. Almost a production ready application it will generate. Now I'm starting run as Java application or Spring Boot project. Anything would be fine. Start it. Starting almost getting executed almost. JPA initialization happening. So it is saying in 19.75 seconds application got started in port number 9090. Let me see whether the application generated for me or not. Localhost 9090. See, one application generated with this UI. RBUSMS is the project. You can see, right? Beautiful UI generated. Explore your entities. We ask you to, we need a entity, right, to create student details. So it is given one window here and given one button also, create new RBU student. We want to create new student. A generated UI also here with the validation messages also. We can give data here. So beautiful UI is generated. Add student. So it is added student. Okay, starting with 10,000. Records created successfully. Something it is generating complete end to end a project. So in case if you want to give this access to public in your domain, you can put it something rbutechstudents.com and you can keep it in live. Just you can remove whichever you know message you don't want. This is generated by Bootify, right? This is Bootify message. You may remove it and you can use screens whichever you want. You can access them and try. This tool helps you a lot when you are working, right? In case if you're stuck somewhere, generate it in your personal machine and try to put the same in your office computer whenever you stuck. You guys try to enter details. I shared you the link. In chart option you can see them. Just enter your details. I can see that. And even your table also, right? Automatically table must be created in RP homepage. I can check that here. RBU student table must be created. Select star from RBU students or student. Yeah. See, I got so much data, including date created, date updated when this record got created. See, have we done anything for this? Means nothing. Just be generated using Bootify. Okay, once you learn with all the modules, right, you can start using this. See, with including edit option also. You can create a big application. There is no limit for it. If you have 10 entities or 20 entities, you can create them. Relationships also you can provide them. And if you want to upgrade option also there. 29, just $29 for 3 months, including JWT based or key clock based. Sprint security provide, pagination and filter support for all CRUD entities, integration test cases with the test containers, multi-module setup, flyway or liquid database. Yeah, it is need not basically. Just try to start using this tool so that if you can familiarize whenever you stuck somewhere, this tool may help you. Okay. Yeah, I think this is what I want to show you today. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow and discuss profiles. Very important concept. Okay, we'll discuss profiles tomorrow. Then we can start discussing with that and logging also. Right before that, I'll show you logging also. Before logging, how it will work.